I'm Victoria Pearson, but you can call me V. And if you have watched my channel for a long time or followed me on Twitter for a while, you will know that up until about 2 years ago, I had such a bad phobia of the dentist. I would cry and shake and vomit before going to the dentist, which must have been very unpleasant for them, and they would have to sedate me just to have a look in my mouth. It was awful. But this morning I have got a dentist appointment. I am not feeling even a tiny little bit nervous, like not even a tiny little bit, even though I'm pretty sure I need a fill-in. I'm feeling perfectly relaxed and fine. And so today I thought I would just have a quick little chat with you about how I managed to kick my dental phobia right in the teeth. On my way there now, and feeling pretty good about it actually. And we are here. I actually expected to be really nervous in the waiting room, but when I was sitting in there was this tiny little kid in there who was giggling and laughing and saying hiya, and it was making me so happy. So I'm on my way back from the dentist now. You will notice that I am smiling and I have a normal face, I'm not numb, and that is because for the first time ever going to the dentist, I didn't have to have any urgent work done, which is just so brilliant for me. So that is me home from the dentist, and because I'm not numb and didn't have any fillings or anything, I can have a cup of coffee as soon as I get home, which is really, really nice. You see, I was phobic of the dentist for so long that I couldn't see the dentist, couldn't see the hygienist, and I ended up building up a lot of issues in my mouth. And so then I would only go to the dentist when I was in absolute agony, like up all night with it, agony. And so obviously every time I went to the dentist, I was in pain and I was getting hurt more by the dentist who was trying to fix this pain for me. And so that phobia got worse and worse and worse. I just went in today and I sat on the chair, chatted away. Everything was fine. And my dentist told me how proud she is of me because I've come so far, blah, blah, blah. Brilliant stuff. And so this is how I did it. So step one of kicking your dental phobia's backside is to find yourself a dentist who specialises in nervous patients. Make yourself an appointment when you are not in pain. Now, I know that sounds ridiculous because dentists are expensive and why would you go and see one and have them do all these horrible pokey things to your mouth if you're not in pain? But the thing is, if you go there when you're not in pain, that gives you a chance to discuss why you are scared of the dentist, and that can make so much difference. The first time I went and saw this particular dentist, I was in a lot of pain. I needed a tooth pulling, in fact, because I had been neglecting my teeth for so long. And she asked me to come back again after I'd had my antibiotics and it had all been healed and my abscess was healed. She asked me to come back again and see her so that she could talk about a treatment plan to stabilise my mouth and to improve it just in general, but also to make a long-term plan to help me get over the phobia. On my second appointment with her, which should have been my first one, except that I was in agony on the first one. So I made an appointment specifically just to talk to her. I explained to her what I found scary. I explained to her why I found it scary. So if you can sit with your fear for a little while and work out what is behind it. Are you more scared of the loss of control? Are you more scared of the pain? Are you more scared of losing your teeth? What is most frightening to you? And then you can go into the dentist and you can tell them this is what scares me about it, and that way they can actually help you. For me, it wasn't so much a fear of pain as a fear of the loss of control over myself. I felt very vulnerable in that position with my mouth open, sedations going on. I felt like everybody else has control over my body in a way that I don't, and that freaked me out. Once I explained that to her, we came up with a plan together to make me feel better about it. And so I have a particular hand signal. And I have tested it, and I know if I do that particular hand signal, she will immediately stop, sit me up, give me a moment, let me take a breath, ask me what happened, see if we can work through a way to stop that happening again. And because she went with that, because as soon as I did that hand signal the first time, when I didn't actually need to, I was just testing that she was going to do it, she immediately stopped. And that built up the trust that I needed in her. Now, I don't go to the hygienist still. I go to my dentist and she does my cleaning for me. So next step would probably be to let the hygienist have a go, because I'm sure they're just as good and will be just as respectful of my boundaries and will keep it in mind just as much. I didn't want to have that conversation again though, and my dentist is very understanding about that, because now she understands what's going on in my head. She is able to properly help me. And so instead of just telling me off for not going to the hygienist, she says, how about I do the hygienist stuff for you instead? And that helps because I feel comfortable with her, I feel safe with her, I trust her. And so therefore I feel able to do that, and it's fine. Once you've had that conversation and you've found a dentist that will listen and react to what you're saying in that way, it all becomes so much easier. Obviously, I had a lot of work to do because I hadn't been to a dentist for about 15 to 20 years maybe. And so there was a lot going on there. And my dentist has very patiently over the last 2 years worked on helping me to stabilise my mouth and then helping me to gradually improve it cosmetically. I've still got a way to go, about £800 worth of way to go, but we're getting there now, and I'm starting to feel more confident in myself. I'm starting to feel more confident when I'm smiling. I'm starting to feel like I can handle the dentist, and most importantly, I haven't been in any pain for a really, really long time. When I went there today, my dentist said to me that we have actually finished phase 1 of rescue my mouthness. And so I'm all stabilised now. I've got nothing urgent. I do need a little filling where I had a temporary filling before and it is sort of worn out. It's time to make that a permanent filling now. That's the next thing on my list. But then after that, it will be a case of drilling out old temporary and silver fillings and putting white ones in, and just generally making my mouth feel and look better now that it is stable and strong again. And I can't tell you how much that has helped my general health as well as my confidence, because when you are constantly in low-grade tooth pain, you stop noticing it, it becomes normal for you, but you just feel awful all the time. Also, if you've got a lot of gum disease going on, if your gums are bleeding a lot and all this sort of thing, what that's going to do is leach into your bloodstream and make you feel constantly run down. And so all this time that I've just been feeling awful, I could have just solved it by going to the dentist. It was fine. Also, going to the dentist has helped me to realise that I've been brushing my teeth wrong. Apparently a lot of us are. I had no idea. But I thought that you were supposed to use mouthwash after you've brushed your teeth. You're not really. It washes away all of the toothpaste. Just stop rinsing all the toothpaste and goodness out of your mouth. It's not good for your teeth. So my dentist really took it back to basics for me in a way that didn't make me feel like she was being disparaging towards me or patronising towards me in any way. Like she said, you know, if you haven't been told these things, then how would you ever know? And so she recommended that use mouthwash between brushings if I need to, or after using interdental brushes or floss, but before using toothpaste. And since I made just that tiny little change, the health of my mouth has just skyrocketed. It's so strange. Also, during that period of the 2 to 3 years, I have done things like I've given up fizzy drinks, even fizzy water. I thought fizzy water was better for my teeth than, say, Coca-Cola or something. And it maybe is slightly better because there's less sugar, but it's still really, really acidic. And so it was eroding the enamel of my teeth and giving me problems when I was drinking fizzy water. So now I just drink water. When I have something like a smoothie or something like that that has got a lot of sugar in it, I will use a straw when I can, and when I can't, I will drink water afterwards to rinse my mouth out. And that is probably the best thing that I have done for my overall health of my mouth personally, other than going to the dentist and cooperating with the dentist, obviously. But one of the best things that I've done is start drinking much more water. I drink it after I've had a cup of coffee. I drink a sip of water. I drink water after meals. I drink water after snacks. Any time that I feel like my mouth needs to be rinsed out, I drink water. It's been brilliant for my skin as well as my teeth, and that is absolutely the best thing that I could have done for myself. So all in all, I'm feeling a bit of a superhero right now. I've gone to the dentist this morning. I was absolutely fine. I'm absolutely fine now. And the only bit of the whole process that I found painful was paying for it. That was pretty awful. And I feel so much better for myself. I'm proud of me. And believe me, if you have dental phobia, just break it into tiny little steps and you can overcome it. The vast majority of dental surgeries, if you ring them up and ask them if you can have an appointment just to come and talk about your anxieties around dental care with a dentist, they should let you make that appointment. You will have to pay for it as if it's a checkup, but it will give you that chance to just go in, get used to the smell, get used to being in the chair, get used to the lights if that's what you need. You don't have to have a checkup straight away. Although if you're there, you might as well, because you can absolutely say to your dentist, I don't want you to do anything, but you're welcome to have a look. I'm too scared for you to put instruments in my mouth, but you can have a look in my mouth. And if they are a dentist that is good with nervous patients, they will welcome you doing that, okay? They will help you, they will give you all the advice, because like my dentist said to me today, dentistry is a kind of 80-20 thing. Right? Only 20% of your mouth health happens in the dentist surgery. The rest of it is down to you. And so if you can go in and build a rapport with your dentist, build a relationship with your dentist and feel comfortable with your dentist, then they can give you dental care tips and advice to make you up your game at home, and it will all be so much better. Trust me, if you are scared of the dentist, you can overcome that. You do not have to be scared forever. You can save your teeth. It is not too late. It is not too late. And you are worth looking after. Go and make your appointment. Join me again next Monday. I will be here with a vlog either about switching my altar over or about my DIY project, depending on which one of those I finish first. I will be here every single morning in your shorts as well, taking a great big deep breath, letting you know what I'm grateful for. I love when you join in with me for that. We are creating a wave of gratitude and positivity that's going to go all around the world. I believe it. You believe it. Let's have faith together. I absolutely love when you join in with that. It makes me so happy to hear what you're grateful for, and it makes me so happy to think that I've made you stop and think about what you're grateful for and started your day off with a little smile. I will also be here on Wednesday doing a little Witchy Wednesday card reading, and I really want to say that I will be here on Tuesday doing my Terrarium Tuesday, showing you the progress of Chaz and Dave, but honestly, I just keep forgetting to do that. If you want to see that, you're probably going to have to nag me. I don't know why Terrarium Tuesdays just out my brain. No idea why. I will see you next Monday or tomorrow morning in your shorts. But until then, you have yourself a magical week.